Hmm. Scroll back, scroll back. This is the place I entered. Ah, what a journey. So welcome back to my channel. It's your girl DJ, and today from the topic, you know what it is: how to get evaluation letter from the Ministry of Education. And we are mainly going to discuss about how to get an evaluation letter if you want to register for NYSC on the NYSC registration portal. But if you are not interested in this video because it really focuses on NYSC, please be willing to stay behind, because in the last stage of this video I will be going to my desktop to explain how to apply for it. We are going to do it together, and there will be a certain point where you'll be able to pick what concerns you, because the evaluation letter is not only for NYSC. The evaluation letter is for people that also want to find employment and something like exemption. So stay behind and watch. You definitely see what concerns you in this video. So please, I have services for a lot of stuff. You just check my YouTube channel, right? Go to my dashboard on my YouTube, just check my store. Have a store on Paystack, as well have a store on Seller. I offer services, digital service that basically deals with assisting and guiding people that want to get their official transcript, people that want to get their birth certificate digitally, right? I do services for a lot of things, even an Excel sheet to an employer's list, and a whole lot of things that helps teenagers, a whole lot of things that help graduates and people that are trying to go abroad. I offer guidance services. Especially, it's not like I'm going to come there and do all the work for you. No, I'm just going to guide you through the process, and those services are not free. They are not free, please. So if you have more questions, you need more clarifications on a lot of stuff, please do not hesitate to use those services, right? Do not hesitate to use those services. And if you keep asking me questions again that I've answered in the video, I respectfully will not answer you, because I have said that over and over again. I have services, so please, the least you can do is patronize me, and I still thank you for being a loyal supporter. But let's just be mindful that I have services for this kind of stuff. So let's go straight to the evaluation. So why the evaluation letter? What's the evaluation letter about? The evaluation letter is what NYSC needs to know that you are coming from an accredited university as a foreign student. You are coming from a university that actually exists. Yes. So they need to evaluate your educational document from that university to be sure, right, that you actually graduated from that university. So at this stage, if you're on this video, you already know that you need an evaluation letter for NYSC. There's no second thoughts about it that you need to get your evaluation letter. So the first thing you want to do in getting your evaluation, in order for you to be able to register for camp, you first go to the Ministry of Education's portal to register online first. Towards the end of this video, we're going to be going to my desktop, and I'm going to explain how to do it, a thorough demo on it. Okay, so after you successfully applied for the evaluation letter on the Ministry of Education website, the next thing you are going to do is to start planning how to go to Abuja. Yes, you have to go to Abuja. There's no other place you have to go to get the evaluation letter. It must be in Abuja. Do not let them deceive you. You'd want to go to I think it's the ground floor, yes, to get a revenue receipt. Some people watching me might be familiar with this revenue receipt because they did authentication of their document, authentication from that form of whatever. So if you want to watch my video to get a proper hang of what I'm saying, you watch authentication of documents. It very much doesn't have to do anything with evaluation, but you can watch that to get a hang of it. You find my document authentication processes, you can find it there. You can find it in that playlist. So let me not digress further. You get your revenue receipt from the ground floor. You give them your remitter, and they give you revenue receipt, right? Then the next thing you're going to do is go to the 8th floor. All the documents that they have asked you on the Ministry of Education's website is what you are going to submit there. I'm just going to mention some few documents you're supposed to bring, but at the end of this video you are going to see me explain more about the documents as we are doing the thorough demo on how to register together. So one of those documents can just be your license, international passport photograph, definitely the visa, showing the departure from Nigeria and the time you came back into Nigeria. Those data pages, you're going to make sure you have a copy of those. And majorly all your documents, make sure you have at least two photocopies of all the documents you would be needing there. And please, again, you cannot go to Ministry of Education with photocopies as evidence of those documents. You have to go with original as well. You have to go with original documents as well. You see all these documents that we are going to list towards the end of this video, you have to go with all the original as well, even the one I have mentioned right now. If you go there without your original documents, let me tell you, it's not going to be a funny situation. Okay, I'm part of your documents, right? To make sure all your documents are in one place, you're going to come with that big brown envelope. I mentioned this thing I was talking about an authentication video, my first video on authentication. You can go back there, get a hang of what I'm talking about. So when everything is in that brown envelope and you're finished with the revenue, right? I think you pay them 500 naira. Please not ask me why. So you go upstairs, the 8th floor. Once you are on that 8th floor, you're going to verify all your documents. Yes, everything they ask you to bring, especially your ID. They're going to verify every stuff. Once they are done with the verification process, right? The verification process is going to kind of somehow like the authentication process, right? So I talked about the arrangements. Check it out in that video, please. You have to refer to that to get me completely here. So once they're done with all the verification steps, all the process, and it is successful, they've checked and they know that, oh, these your documents are authentic documents. The next thing you are going to do is that you're going to come back to the Ministry of Education again. Yes, you have to come back again. So if you are planning your trip to Abuja, right, from what I'm saying, you know how you're going to stay, and the days you are going to spend can be up to 7 business days before you come back and get your evaluation letter. Yes, can be up to 7 business days. Or you collect the number from one of the security guards and try to track when they'll be done with your evaluation letter, something like that. But there should be a service that should notify people on when their document is ready for collection, right? I think there should be a service. If you go there, definitely if you go there, you find out, right? When you get the notification that your evaluation letter is ready, right, you come to that same 8th floor, right? Then there is this kind of list. I think they have it behind those officers that have a table in front of them. So you just check the list. If you find your name, yay, good for you. And the next thing is that you show the officers in charge there your ID. Once you show them your ID, they're going to give you your original evaluation letter. And that's not just all. That's not all. Wait. After they give you your original evaluation letter, you go to the 6th floor where they are having photocopy services. What I advise you to do is, if you can scan it, scan it. But they just want you to photocopy the document, 2 copies. You photocopy the original evaluation letter, then you go back to the 8th floor again, bro, and just give them that original evaluation letter. You know, they are not done with you. That letter is supposed to go to Nysc, not here yet. So you are left with a copy. So why they want you to have a photocopy is for you to upload that copy on the registration portal on Nysc. You know, when you go for Nysc, I think it might be in the online registration phase or in the cyber cafe phase. When you go to the cyber cafe, there will be a place where you upload your document. So you would upload that evaluation letter. So that's why Ministry of Education is asking you to get a photocopy, right? So that's just the basis of how Nysc is going to have an upload of that evaluation letter from you. So back to Ministry of Education. Once you're in the Ministry of Education with that photocopy in your hand, the next thing you are going to do is to be happy, you know, and go back home. Go back where you came from, and make sure that photocopy is with you, because you are going to also be needing it. And your original copy is in good hands. They are going to give it to you in the camp. What Ministry of Education is going to do is that they are going to take that original copy, right, put it in a batch with everyone else, right? Because Nysc then does their mobilization in batches. They're going to put it in a batch, right, with everyone else that came to do evaluation there, and they're going to send it to Nysc. They do a batch process of sending those evaluation documents. So you're going to definitely wait for Nysc to get that evaluation letter. Once Nysc gets it, Nysc is going to give you later on in camp. So what you're going to come to camp with is just the photocopy. They're going to give you your evaluation letter, your original copy in camp. Now I know I'm going to show you on desktop how to apply for this, but there's something I want to warn you about. There are some people saying that the each document on the site is 5,000 naira. It is not 5,000 naira. Uploading each document is not 5,000 naira, please. So again, there are people that also say that when it comes to transcript selection on the Ministry of Education portal, that you should just put only transcript of 1 page. Do not try that. If local Nigerians graduates cannot try it while authenticating their documents on the Ministry of Education portal, you cannot try that. If they cannot try it, you cannot try that. And please do not try it. It doesn't even make any sense. They're just trying to cheat the system. If you try that, you're going to be surprised by what you see next once you come here. You're not going to like, if you're going to spend more money, bro, So just do everything sincerely. If you have 5 transcripts, include 5 transcripts there. If you have 2 transcripts, include the number of transcripts that you sincerely have with you. So I think I've shed enough light on that. If your files are too big, make sure you are mindful of the size of the file you are uploading. If the file is too big, you have to reduce it. Or watch my first video on document authentication. I talked about a URL that you go to. There's a link you go to. You can transform your document. I think Ministry of Education wants it to be PDF. Right? Whatever file format you have, you can change it on that link to a PDF. Then you go to Ministry of Education and download the PDF of each document that they want you to submit. So whether you are a foreigner or you are a Nigerian that's schooled abroad, I'm going to be showing you how to apply for an evaluation letter right here on my desktop. So let's get this over with. Come back to my screen. So we just go over to this website, and do not worry, the link is in the description box below. So once you are here, you scroll down over where it says this. See this? You can see this attestation of academic documents. You just click it. We just come over here where it says sign in or register on the new site. So I'm an old user here. You're just going to assume that I've never been on this site before. So what I'll just do is click on register on new site. Yeah, because you want to register. So this is how your dashboard is going to be. First here, you're going to, if you are not in Nigeria, like this says I am not a Nigerian citizen, right? If you are not a Nigerian citizen, you want to toggle this, right? But if you are a Nigerian citizen, you just leave it like this. So the next thing you do as a Nigerian citizen is to, okay, let's just do this. Let's just assume that I am a Nigerian citizen right here, and this is my dashboard. And once we are done here, I'm going to toggle this for someone that is not a Nigerian citizen to see how it is for them to fill all their details. Yeah. So let's start. First of all, as a Nigerian citizen, you need your NIN number here. NIN number included here. NIN number is from your NIN slip. First name, you include your first name, you include your last name here, just as it is on your document, especially as it is on your degree, your certificate. That's what you'd want to reflect here. I hope I'm communicating. So you avoid delay and unnecessary embarrassment. Okay. So if you have a middle name, you see one option here. If you have a middle name and you know you use that middle name on your certificate, you want to include that here. Then date of birth, we have month, day, year. Of course, you know how to fill this. Then the email address, you include your email address here. A working email address, please. A working and an active email address, because for any complaint, for any sending of your document, for any verifying or you giving them a feedback or them expecting a document from you, it will be from your active email. You don't want anything that's going to make you come back here and re-register again. So okay, you must have a phone number. You must include your phone number here, an active working phone number, please. Then you create a password and you confirm that password that you just created. And once you are done with that, you click on this, agree to the terms, and you click on complete registration. Once you are done, I'm sure they are going to send you a verification link to that email you presented here. You're going to click the verification link, and of course your account is 100% authenticated, and you can go on from there, which I'm going to show you how to do. So just wait. So now let's assume that we are not a Nigerian citizen. Let's go here and toggle this. I am not a Nigerian citizen. Okay, so what I would need to include here is my passport number, as I am not a Nigerian citizen. Your passport number, your first name, your last name, middle name, just like the way I just explained, date of birth, nationality, toggle this, click it, and you would be able to choose from here which country you are from. They have a list of countries, so you choose which country represents you, right? Okay, so let's go on. Do not waste your time. Okay, then phone number here, you include your phone number, a working and an active phone number, and yeah, you must be a Nigerian line so that you'll be able to communicate with you effectively. And you probably would need that. You would need that for them to send you call-up number. Yes, just remember. Then you create a password and you confirm that same password. And once you are done with this, you want to agree with the terms here and click on complete registration. Same thing what I said, they're going to send you a verification link to know that you are the owner of the account you just created. And once you are done, I want to come over to my own dashboard, because I already have an account here, and from my dashboard you see how to create an evaluation account for you to be able to evaluate your credentials for Nysc registration. So let's get into it. So I already have an account. Just click on sign in, click on login. By the way, if he signed you out after verification, you just come in here and sign in again, because you already have your email address and your password, right? Okay, here's my dashboard. Please, if your dashboard shows up like this, just click new website. I am an old user here, so I get why I have all this on my screen. So once you're here, your dashboard will look like this. It doesn't have to look exactly like mine. I have authenticated my degrees before. As a local graduate, I have authenticated my degree. It has nothing to do with evaluation, yeah? So your screen is your dashboard is pretty much going to be empty. There is nothing like this here. So please do not think that I'm hiding something. So you come over here where it says create application, and you click on this create application. It says certificate evaluation and certificate authentication. You're going to click on certificate evaluation because that's what concerns you as you are trying to register for NYSC. Yeah. So here the next thing we are going to do is read this instruction carefully. Right. We have the process lined at our left hand side, and it's a sequential process. We have instruction, information, payments, upload, document, and formally we had scheduling, which currently is not applicable because Ministry of Education has done new changes. We have then the last stage is to complete, which of course I'm going to just show you towards the end. So let's just start with this. So in evaluating your degree, you need your degree certificate, you need your O-level, that's just WAEC or NECO, and make sure you have 5 credits including English and mathematics in at least 2 sittings if you had 2 sittings. Then transcripts, especially your transcripts from where you graduated from, right? Then international passports. The international passport, you know what it is: admission letter from your school, your admission letter you got before you went to school in that school. Self-explanatory. Requirements for eligibility letter: the candidate must authenticate the certificate first. Okay, hang on, we don't need an eligibility letter here. It's not like the case of authentication of documents with the local graduates, right? Here we just want to go for NYSC. NYSC is not asking for eligibility letter. If they are asking you for eligibility letter, please do. You just click understand the requirements stated above. This is our second stage, information. So we are going to pass through personal information, reasons for evaluation. Then we are going to choose the certificates we want to upload for evaluation on the Ministry of Education website. So yeah, first of all, you're going to include your full name, but here you can see that we cannot make any changes to the full name because you are supposed to include your full name from this first stage. On the registration phase, you're supposed to include your full name. You can't do anything here if you didn't include your full name from the start or beginning. Then your phone number here, you can edit that by trying to input your phone number. Then residential address, you can include your residential address here. Gender, choose whether you're a male or a female. Okay, then your date of birth, you can be able to include your date of birth here. So just make sure from the onset you come with the right information, you input the right information, because when you come over here you can't be able to make some kind of changes, especially to your name. You have to go and create a new account, so just be mindful of that. People that love to use username when they're trying to create formal accounts. Location details, they include your nationality. Okay, nationality, then your state of origin, then your local government area, you include it here. Identification, your national identity number, you include your national identity number here. Then your passport number, that's the number on your international passport, that's what you include here. Okay, you're just going to click on continue. Subset of information. All right, so reason for evaluation, select the evaluation reason. Of course, we are just here to participate in NYSC, so you click on NYSC. We're not here for exemption, we're not here for further studies, we're not here for employment, we are just here for participating in NYSC. Although I've seen people, sorry I digress, just helping you out. Last time I did my authentication, I saw someone that wanted to work in Nigeria and said that he came for evaluation letter because he wanted to work in Nigeria and the company needed him to get an evaluation letter. Okay, all right, so let's click continue. If you scroll here, you see that we also have another type of WAEC to look at. Alright, so I explained this in my authentication video I did previously. You want to click that, there's a hand pointing that, you click that and you get more explanation to what I mean. So I don't want to digress a lot so that this video will not be long. So the next thing that we'll be needing as a foreign graduate, of course, will be our degree, right? It can be Bachelor of Science, it can be Bachelor of Arts, whatever. You just click the one that fits your narrative. Okay, and as you click, right, the more you click each document, you see how it compiles here the cost. So we've chosen to now, that's 8,000 naira. Okay, all right, they're able to include transcript. That's fascinating. So if your transcripts, you select transcripts, if your transcript is more than one, here include this. Just come here to adjust this, right? Let's say your transcript is 5 pages, you delete this and you put 5. Okay, if you don't have WAEC, you're using NECO, look at NECO, you can choose that here. So I think other documents also can be maybe license. You just include that here. You click on this. If they're asking you for license and your license needs to be evaluated by Ministry of Education, please don't hesitate to include it here. If you have more than one license, please make sure you adjust it. Okay, so just have it at the back of your mind that each document here, as you see on the dashboard, is 4,000 naira. So I've not seen where Nysc is requiring eligibility letter, but if they are requiring you to include an eligibility letter, please include the eligibility letter. Okay, because currently I'm thinking, what purpose does the eligibility letter serve here? Maybe the person's document, who knows, is in another language and they would need an eligibility letter. I don't know, but in case your situation have a lot to do with the eligibility letter, please don't hesitate to click this. So yeah, once you're done, you want to just click on next. You can see our total money. All right, I forgot to agree to the terms and conditions, so you just click next. So are you sure you want to submit this form? Once submitted, you cannot modify the selected document or eligibility letter request. You would be moved to the page stage. Of course, once you click on this proceed to payment, you're not going to be able to come back here and make the adjustment, right? So just so you know. Okay, so this is the third stage, payments. You have to make payment to this institution. So this is your remitter number. Okay, copy your RR code for bank payment or click the pay online below. My dear brothers and sisters, you are going to copy this RR code, going to copy it, and you click this so that you can be able to come up with details in order to pay. So after you are done, you just want to click here, submit. Ministry of Education uses remitter as their gateway payment. So you'd want to use card to pay for this, or you want to use bank transfer, whichever payments option you like. You'd want to use, but majority of we Nigerians use bank transfer, right? Because we don't want any mistakes and sometimes we don't trust the site. Okay, all right. Account name, remitter checkout. This is the account number you're going to include in your bank app, and once you put that number, this name automatically is going to come up. Then you include this figure so you can be able to pay. Please do not ignore these two numbers behind the decimal. If you do that, you can encounter difficulties in your payment. They can take your money and they might not be able to return your money. Something like that has happened. I'm sure it has happened to someone, so you don't want to wait for them to refund that again. So just be careful, guys. So once you are done sending this money, you click on I've sent the money, right? I do not want to click on I've sent the money because I am not paying. I'm just doing this video for the purpose of educating you guys, right? So once you are done, click on I've sent the money. After you click that, it will take you back to the page we came out from, right, for you to be able to upload your documents. If you want to get a hang of how all this is done effectively, you want to watch my Ministry of Education video. The first video I made about authenticating your document at the Ministry of Education. You want to watch that so that you get a hang of how things are done properly. And again, while you're uploading your documents, you want to upload them in the right way. I discussed everything about that there, right? You want to go to that video because I might not be able to touch on everything here on this video. So once you are there, let me just go back to make you understand how it will look. So once you go back to your dashboard, you'll be able to upload your documents in this section. You choose your WAEC, you start uploading the scanned version of your WAEC right in the upload section. Once you're done uploading all those documents, right, you want to click on the upload button as well, right? You don't just want to upload them and you're asking, oh, I upload that and I'm not even able to preview it, right? Maybe because you didn't click on the upload button after selecting that file. So you click on upload and you also click on preview for each and every document you do that for, because if you do not preview them, you're just going to have a case of when you've waited your life out and they're about to verify, they'll check your account and they'll see that you don't have that document uploaded, right? And the mistake is from your part, but you would not know because you didn't preview that document to see that it was really uploaded. And please not upload photocopies, upload the original version, when you scan the original document so you can be able to upload it in the way it is. If it's colored, it will show as colored, right? Okay, so after if the file you want to upload is big, just check my authentication of document at Ministry of Education. You see I included something to help people to be able to convert their file to whatever kind of file format that Ministry of Education would need. Okay, so after you're done with the uploading of your documents, right, you'd want to go to this completion stage and finalize everything. I am not evaluating my documents, so definitely it's not going to allow me see how the final stage is, but you can get a hang of that
document authentication processes, and you check for how to authenticate your document at the Ministry of Education. You're going to probably get a hang of that. You're going to probably get how it ends, because I actually did mine to the final stage. And that's basically how to apply for evaluation at the Ministry of Education. It will take some days for them to finalize the process, so you can be able to freely go and register on the NYSC site. Okay, so if you're at this stage now, please do not forget to like, share and subscribe. Turn on the notification to be notified on my next video. Until I come your way next time with another amazing video like this, is the JJ. Take care.